Hi, welcome back to Jestic. It's Adam and Chef Chris down here at Paddock Wood in Kent. We're at the Test Kitchen, and today, Chris, what are we doing?
So today we're going to be looking at venison. Some of our customers have been asking us about ways of using our equipment to cook venison. So what we're going to do today is look at a few dishes using different bits of kit in the Jestic portfolio. So we're going to be doing a venison burger, which we'll do in the Mibrasa charcoal oven. We're going to be doing a venison chop with cranberries and red wine, venison chili, using the Flexi Chef from MKN, and we're also going to slow cook a venison haunch overnight.
So with the kit we're going to use today, we're going to try to show something that's slightly more accessible. So we've got the burgers, for example.
Yes.
And just how to, if you're thinking of venison on your menu, then these are some ideas for you to get started with. Are you ready to get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's do some cooking. Do you want to just talk us through what you're doing as you're doing it? Or?
Yeah, well, you can do that. So basically the Flexi Chef is a pressurized brat pan. We can use it to cook under pressure, we can use it just to grill, we can do all sorts with it. It's got a great feature on it for cleaning, which we'll show you later. And then inside the software here, you can pre-save recipes, which we've done here with this venison chili. So we're just going to start the program, which is going to give me a certain amount of time to just braise the venison. So we'll pop a bit of oil in there, and then we'll literally dump in the venison. So we're currently just trying to get a nice brown braise on here before we start adding the other ingredients. This is the 50 litre Flexi Chef. They come in different sizes. This is one of the smaller ones. This is an 8-stage cook, so it's allowing me to grill, to brown the meat first. It then steps to stage 2, where it then tells me what to do next. So the next stage is add the onions and the carrots and the celery, etc.
So this is going to be good for someone who's cooking a big batch, obviously.
Yes, yeah. Absolutely. So large quantities, and also skill level is pretty easy as well. You just have to follow the instructions.
Yeah, and that's going to tell you exactly what to do and when to do it, right?
Absolutely.
So what sort of places would you see something like this Flexi Chef?
Where you're doing large portions of stuff, so maybe schools, hotels, hospitals,
yeah.
But also in pubs and whatnot. They're doing pie mixes or things like that. Some factories will take it.
Central production,
yes,
kitchens.
Yeah. So now we're on to the next stage where it's telling me to add the onions and all the other.
So it is just a case of just chuck it in, as it says.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're going to do now is I've just added some stock, but I want a bit more water in there. So I come on to the next stage, and then just out of here, it's going to measure out 4 litres of water and mix it in as I've asked it to.
So you're not controlling that?
No, so that's written into the program, which is very easy to do. The lid's going to shut, and then it's going to get to pressure. The steam is now filling the air gap, and that's going to help create the pressure. And then it will go into a 15-minute cook.
That's it, just set, forget.
So we can come back when it opens itself up.
So that's stage 1 done then?
Yes, so what we'll do now is just add our remaining ingredients.
What are we putting in?
So chorizo, some kidney beans. We're going to add a little bit of red wine. And then we'll move on to the next stage, which is going to shut, and we're going to do another 8 minutes of cooking. Okay. So in total, the entire process is probably going to take about 40 minutes, as opposed to 3 hours, yeah. 4 hours on the stove.
And how many servings do you think you might get out of that?
20, something like that.
Okay, but you've not filled that to capacity?
No, we're nowhere near capacity.
No, okay.
We're probably on the minimum end of...
Right, okay, so we're just showing you as an example then?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we've finished with pressure cooking now, so the meat should be super tender, which it is.
Yeah.
What we're going to do now is just remove the carrots, the celery and the onion, which we'll use in a stock later. And then we're going to add some chocolate, some lime zest, and then we're going to just reduce it into a kind of more of a thicker gravy, and then we'll be ready to plate.
Lovely.
So what we're going to do is tilt the pan.
Okay.
And what we have here is a trolley with a gastronome in it. And it just means it makes it easier to remove it. Interestingly, if you were doing soups or something like that, you can actually set this to tip out at a specified literage.
Right.
So say you had 5 kilo mayo tubs that you wanted to pour your soup into, you could set this to 5 litres and it will pour out 5 litres and then stop.
So it can sense how much is poured out?
Yeah, so it works on physics.
So that's a lot easier for when you're dealing with huge batches. Like you said, it's a small batch, what we've made, but
you can see how we've reduced it down, a nice rich chili.
wow.
And then what we'll do is we'll just wipe the top of the lid and then we'll put it on a clean cycle. So as you can see there, the mess we've left behind.
Yeah. I was just going to say, that's quite cooked on. Are you going to be able to clean? How does that work with the cleaning then?
So it has its own kind of cleaning system. It doesn't use any chemicals or anything. But just on here, it's essentially a pressure washer. And it's going to fire water in there for a few minutes. And that will clean it up.
So for cleaning, it's just a case of giving that a wipe. And then the
Yeah,
machine will do the rest for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything inside the machine is going to be cleaned by the system that I was just saying about. So we're going to do a fast one. So we hit go, the lid's going to shut, and then you're going to hear the water.
Okay, well, we'll come back in 5 and see that clean then.
So we're just going to plate up now. So nice healthy portion. Chili.
The sauce looks so rich.
And let's just add some creme fraiche. Chocolate and a bit of lime zest to finish it off. And there we have venison chili.
Let's move on to the haunch.
The haunch, yep. So we've got a haunch here, bone and rolled. What we're going to do is we're going to cook this in the moduline cook and hold. So this is your kind of low and slow overnight cook. So we're going to be using delta T, where the temperature of the oven goes up relative to the core temperature of the venison. Pop some oil on this.
So the sort of place that might do this kind of thing, Chris, any ideas?
For me, this is your pub.
Yeah.
This is your pub Sunday lunch or whenever, really.
Sort of a carvery type thing.
Yeah, carvery.
Yeah. The skill level, you mentioned skills when we were talking about the Flexi Chef. Same sort of situation with this, like low skill? Or?
Yeah, so the program's already in there, preloaded, so we just need to select it, and then we just need to prep the protein, and then it's ready to go in.
How long will it take to cook?
4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
Something like that. It will then automatically go into a holding cycle at the same temperature. So what we're shooting for is medium rare.
It's just a case of putting it in the moduline, pushing a button and walking away. Is it? We can go home and...
Yes, absolutely. So what we're going to do, so we're going to place it into the tray.
Yeah.
There's a probe on the side which we're going to stick in, and then we're literally just going to put it in the machine, press start, and then come back tomorrow and it will be ready to go.
Okay, we'll move over and we'll show you.
This is one of the medium-sized ones. They do doubles of this.
Right.
This is probably the most popular one.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's not under the canopy, so there's no need for it to be
And it's
there.
just plugged in at the wall?
Yeah, 13 amp plug, so wherever you've got a plug, big old wheels on it and bumper plates, so you can move it around the kitchen as you need it.
Yeah.
So one way you could have this in the dry store cooking overnight, and then during service, wheel it into the kitchen, plug it in, and then it's there where you need it.
I can see we've got our display screen on there.
So what we have here is various options: cooking, holding, regeneration, or manual mode. What we're actually going to do is go into My Cooking. We're going to select Others, and there's our venison haunch.
Okay.
So we're going to select that. So it's going to be at 95 degrees until the core temperature hits 56 with a delta T of 20 degrees. So as the unit heats up, there'll be a 20 degree difference between the chamber temperature and the probe temperature.
Right.
So we'll put the probe into the meat. The meat will be 3 degrees, or whatever the fridge is. So the unit will rise to 23.
Okay.
Then as the core temperature goes to 4, it will move up 1
to 24?
Yeah, and
okay.
then repeat.
Clever.
So it will keep doing that until we hit a core temperature of 56. It will then go into an infinite holding temperature of 56 degrees.
Right.
So what we're going to do is we'll just open the door.
Okay. Thanks for explaining that to me. As you know, I'm not a chef.
Yeah, I mean, lots of people don't use Delta T. If you're looking for maximum yield, it really is the best way to do it. And then get them tight. So we'll shut the door.
Okay, so the probe there is connected to the unit itself. Presumably, all of the information. So if we go home overnight, nobody's supervising this.
No. So it will look after itself.
How can I check after the fact if will that actually record everything it's done?
Yes, so once you turn the unit off, when you turn it back on, it will give you the option to save the HACCP data. So all you would do is, just here is a USB port.
Right.
Put a USB in, press yes, and it will download it to Excel.
Is that saying that it's 7 degrees at the moment then?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So what we've done is we've actually preheated the unit to start with.
Yeah.
Just to give it a head start at the beginning. It doesn't matter too much if we're a little bit higher at the beginning, but that temperature will come down here. So we're actually 77, 78 degrees in there, 7 degrees core temperature. So it's not going to ask for temperature until we get into that Delta T kind of stage.
Right, okay. See what the results are like in the morning then. Okay, Chris, good morning. We're back. How have things gone with the joint?
So the joint's been in here for 18 hours. We're currently sitting at 53 degrees. So what we're going to do now is take it out and then finish it on the Mibrasa, and then we can carve it open and see what it looks like inside. But it will be nicely medium rare.
Okay.
So the Mibrasa is an enclosed barbecue essentially. And so it's a thick cast iron box with a 700 degree fire in it. It essentially gives us 3 things. It gives us speed, flavour and moisture. Because we cook quickly, there's less time for moisture to evaporate away.
Okay.
And then the other benefit is flavour, so the smoke. So as you can see, there's fat dripping onto the fire, creating smoke. Smoke's the flavour. And because it's in an enclosed oven, I've obviously got the door open now, but in an enclosed oven, the smoke barrels around and adds loads of flavour depth to the food we're cooking.
So that didn't take very long at all, and that was just you finishing that, right?
Yeah, so all we're doing is caramelising the outside.
Yeah.
To get the smoky flavour onto the outside. We've done our low, slow cook inside already.
Yeah.
So we know it's going to be super soft and tender.
So it's now ready to serve?
Yes, now it's good to go.
Okay, brilliant.
So this is just slow roasted venison haunch, mashed potato and leeks with a venison choux.
Okay, Chris, back at the Mibrasa, what's happening?
So now we're just going to do some burgers. So like we were saying earlier, people often think with venison it's high-end, la-di-da restaurants, but venison burgers are a great dish to have on your menu.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to do the buns on there as well?
Yep, and then we'll just put a bit of cheese on the venison burgers.
You can really imagine this out in a pub garden or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we're just going to plate these up now. So these are the lovely venison burgers.
Double.
We're going to definitely double.
Very nice.
We'll pop a bit of lettuce on there. And then double stacked burgers. And some cheese. A couple of slices of tomato.
That's a pretty high-end burger.
And there we are.
So venison chops obviously is going to work on the Mibrasa as well.
Yep, absolutely. So cooking over fire at this temperature, we can pretty much cook anything you would normally compared to like beef, lamb, pork. So again, what we were saying earlier about venison being so versatile, the Mibrasa is perfect for it.
Could you do your veggies and your sides in
Yeah,
here?
you can do absolutely anything in the Mibrasa. Today like you say, we've done the roast joint out of the modular line. We finished in here. We've cooked venison chops. We did the burgers. We made the mushroom and cranberry sauce in here as well. You can cook fish. You can do all sorts. It's very versatile. Most people seem to, with this kind of style of oven, think about steaks. Steaks are great in it, but fish for me is the best thing in it.
Right.
Veggies are great in it.
And obviously venison, as we found out
venison,
today.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we have is venison chops with cranberries and red wine and some pomme de fruit.
Thanks, Chris, for showing us different ways you cook venison on some of the kit that we've got down here. If one of our customers or somebody watching this here in the UK wanted to have a go at something like this themselves, what's the best thing for them to do?
Yeah, if you get in touch with us, we can invite you down to our kitchen. So we have one here in Kent, but we also have a kitchen in Manchester. And then if you email info@jestic.co.uk,
Correct.
we can arrange you to come down and do some cooking.
Hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers.
Thank you.